breaking inputs from West Bengal. Now, after the Calcutta High Court transferred the Sandeshkhali attack case to the CBI, the West Bengal government, as we are now learning from reports, is all set to move the Supreme Court challenging the order of the Calcutta High Court. This is the latest that we are learning at the moment. In fact, for more details, I am also joined in by our correspondents Kamalika and Ananya. Let me quickly take one question from Ananya. Ananya, we all know that the TMC has been trying to rope in the Apex Court for long. They've also urged the Apex Court to give them an urgent hearing. But what happens now? Should we still expect the CBI to take custody of Sheikh Shah Jahan?
Well, definitely, because as far as at this point of time, if we consider there is no kind of a stay order that has been given out by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has not even heard that particular matter. In fact, when an urgent mentioning was made by a senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi and Gopal Shankar Narayan, very clearly and categorically, the Supreme Court asked them to actually approach the Registrar General and to make a request there, and then the matter would actually go before the Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice D.Y. Chanchud, who will be seeing as to whether or not an urgent hearing has to be given out. Remember that this mentioning was made by senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi and Mr. Gopal Shankar Narayan. So how much of it does it play up, whether or not that particular request is allowed by, in fact, the Supreme Court is something that we'll have to wait and watch for. But a well-reasoned order coming in from the Calcutta High Court, very clearly and categorically noting that there are discrepancies, and that's the reason why the matter needs to go to the Central Bureau of Investigation. Very, very clearly, setting out that even the SIT that has been formed by the Bengal government is something that has to go, and not only the SIT has to go, but Sheikh Shah Jahan too has to be handed over to the Central Bureau of Investigation. Well, the West Bengal government is taking their own chances, but how much of it does it succeed is something that only time can tell us.
Absolutely. On that note, let me also quickly go across to Kamalika. Kamalika, now that the CBI will be taking over as far as the Calcutta High Court order is concerned, what should we expect in terms of the investigation as far as the attack on the ED officials was concerned? Remember, there's always been this belief, which was also indicating the kind of police protection rather that Sheikh Shah Jahan had been receiving at the hands of Bengal police.
So let me first tell you that the entire handover is going to take place. That's what the direction of the court is. If we follow that court direction, then the entire investigation of this ED attack case will go to CBI. Now that definitely includes how the ED officials were attacked. There will be investigation on that by CBI, and the fact that ED officers actually did not go for the summon that was done by CID. Now, West Bengal police investigation is null and void, because whatever investigation they have done, like what ED, why was ED not happy with the SIT? ED was not happy with the SIT because ED was believing that ED will be harassed in the name of questioning. And after Shah Jahan was arrested also, the ED Deputy Director was summoned by CID to record his statement, since he is the main complainant. But somewhere down the line, the ED was also not comfortable in that, and they have expressed their apprehension in the court that West Bengal police will actually damage the various evidences in the ration scam. So with all this apprehension, the ED reached out to the court and they wanted a CBI investigation, and the CBI investigation is given. So in one way, the entire investigation of Sandeshkhali will now be conducted by CBI. We know that, as Ananya was also saying, that the government has reached this, is trying in Supreme Court. If there is a stay, if something like that happens, then that is okay. That is the other way. But right now, by 4:30, they have to hand over. Now, if Shah Jahan gets hand over to the CBI, and then he is now in the CBI custody, what will happen? That is the interesting chemistry now out there, and obviously politics is also playing.
That is why, on that note, let me also bring in Ananya. Ananya, Kamalika has made a very interesting point over there, that if the CBI now takes custody, all right, in fact, I'm joined in by Riju Datta of the TMC. This is now almost obvious that you are going to be moving the Supreme Court. You've also, your party's tried for an urgent hearing from the Apex Court as well. But what happens now if the CBI is given custody of Sheikh Shah Jahan? What will be your move?
So, like you said, my answer is in your question that the West Bengal government, after performing all their duties, is moving the apex court against the order of the Honorable High Court. But again, I will go back to that point that in all wisdom of the Honorable High Court, they have pronounced this judgment. I'm not going to criticize that, but we have also seen a sitting judge before his tenure has openly admitting to the press that I was in contact with the BJP and vice versa. And he resigned, and with a press conference he's saying I'm joining the BJP. So it is a sitting justice of this Honorable High Court who has resigned before his tenure, joined the BJP and casted aspersions
Mr.
on the
Tata,
entire...
stay with me. I'm also joined in by Priyanka Tibrewal of the BJP. Priyanka, the moot question remains is that when the High Court has declared that this man should be arrested, the West Bengal police was the one to arrest him. Of course, it was a delayed arrest. But having said that, when there's already been an order for the CBI to take over custody, why is the TMC now moving the Supreme Court?
This is the habit of TMC. Now they are howling that why a judge is joining. So let me tell them that it is an ex-judge who is joining the BJP. Secondly, they have always questioned the judiciary. You know, when things are against them, they are crying foul because they are on the other side. So that is why now they are saying that, you know, that this judge now is joining BJP, set everything aside. Well, today only the division bench, when they say that the police was hand in gloves with them, and that has turned out to be very true. See, in the first time, initially only, when I had filed the first petition asking for the matter to be given to the CBI, I had said that within 48 hours this guy will be arrested by the police. Now that was done only so that they could save their faces, because they did not want that the investigation of this matter should be handed over to the CBI. But now today the High Court has also understood that these people are hand in gloves. So
Priyanka, how do you place
CBI.
into perspective the kind of narrative that is now being spun around by the Trinamool Congress, which is now attacking the Calcutta High Court, stating that their judges are joining your party, and that is a major indication that the judiciary is also in cahoots with the government at the centre?
See, there is no point. Again, I will say, no matter how much they cry, all I can do for them is hand over a piece of tissue to them to wipe their tears. Because whatever they are saying is absolutely correct. Whatever the court is saying is absolutely correct. Police of West Bengal and Kolkata has been co-conspirators in the Sandeshkhali matters. They were the people who failed to register the FIRs of the common people. And now when the matter is going to the CBI, they are crying because they know that now the real reality and facts will come out. And people like, and the gundas, not people, gundas like Sheikh Shah Jahan, now who were given, protection from this government, more people like these will come out and will be arrested, because it is the common people of Bengal who has now raised their voices and they are on the street. So this will fall
All right.
and they will have to face.
Many thanks to you, Priyanka Tibrewal, for joining in on CNN News 18. In fact, we have some more breaking